Okay, so people talk about politics being the art of compromise and all this. Well, in April 1993, the U.S. government laid siege to the home of the Branch Davidians, which they call a compound. It's a home, and a school, and a church. They shot randomly into the building. In the end, the building mysteriously caught on fire while the government was injecting CS gas, which is flammable, and used incendiary devices, which they covered up later on. They were found to have used incendiary devices. Continued to fire into the building during all of this, and smashed parts of the building with tanks. Some of the children who were still in the building were, of course, killed by gunfire. Others died from the fire, and others were crushed to death by the building that was brought down on top of them by the government. The government was enforcing what any Democrat, any gun control supporter would say is common sense gun control. They were there because the Branch Davidians allegedly hadn't filed tax stamps, so it was over $200. For each tax stamp. There was also what's the word? One of the reasons they use UPS agent, a UPS delivery driver, reported that one of the packages had broken open and he had seen dummy grenades. So these grenades were used, and the government knew this. These grenades were used to make novelty items. They would do the little pick a number, complaint department would pick a number, and they'd sell these at gun shows. They weren't making grenades. The government knew this. They lied. They lied, and then they slaughtered children. So those of you conservatives who might be ready to tell me, oh, the Branch Davidians were harming children. We don't save children from people harming children by crushing the children, shooting the children, and setting them on fire. That's not how you save children from abusers. Okay, so drop that line of argument altogether with me. You can say it in your little pro-police meetings, whatever y'all do, where y'all worship the government that you supposedly don't trust. But this is why I say you cannot compromise at all with someone who advocates some form of prohibition, because prohibition is enforced with however much violence the government wants to use to prevent you from doing said prohibited activity. So if it's gambling, they will show up with machine guns, and if you frighten them at all in the course of this, they will gun you down. They will summarily execute you for gambling without permission. They do the same thing with guns. They do the same thing with drugs. You cannot support prohibition.